My name's Tom. I'm 28, and I lost my vision 3 years ago. It wasn't gradual. One minute I was answering emails at my desk. The next, everything went white. Not black, white. Like a blank screen someone forgot to turn off. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, splashed cold water on my face. Nothing changed. Turns out I'd suffered a rare kind of stroke. The damage wasn't to my eyes. It was to my brain. I'd gone blind. Cortical blindness, they called it. Except I kept seeing things. Colors, shapes, people, rooms. The doctor called it Anton Babinski syndrome, a rare condition where blind people don't realize they're blind because the brain invents images to mask the void. It fills in details you can't see, sometimes subtly, sometimes not. In my case, I was self-aware. I knew I was blind, but the images didn't stop. The world my brain invented was always there, like a movie projected on top of nothing. Some days it made sense. Other days it didn't. Most people would find comfort in that. I didn't, because after a few months, the images stopped being random. They started being her. The first time she appeared, I was in the kitchen. My brain filled in a table, some cabinets, the usual placeholders. Then, without warning, she was crouching beneath the table. I didn't see her walk in. She was just there, curled up, arms too long, hair hanging low. Her dress clung to her body like wet cloth. I froze. Then I remembered what the doctor had said. It's not real, Tom. It's just your brain compensating. I closed my eyes, counted to 5. When I opened them again, mentally at least, she was gone. I told the neurologist. He smiled and nodded. Classic Anton Babinski, he said. You're not crazy. It's just your visual cortex doing what it can. As long as you don't hear her or feel her, you're fine. It's just pictures. He was wrong. A week later, she showed up again, this time in my closet. Her head was twisted sideways. Her mouth was open too wide. I felt cold all over, like something terrible was watching me from inside my own head. I shut the closet and sat down, knees shaking. I told myself again it wasn't real. Later that night, I found long strands of hair tangled in the blanket near my feet. Thin, damp, black. Samson, my guide dog, is golden and doesn't shed like that. I didn't sleep. The next morning, I felt something new. Deep scratches on the inside of my front door. I ran my fingers across them one by one. 5 uneven gouges, like fingernails dragged through the wood. They hadn't been there the day before. I told myself maybe I did it. Maybe Samson. But deep down, I knew that was bullshit. That night, Samson stood in the bedroom doorway and growled. He didn't bark. He didn't whine. Just stood there, staring into the hall and growling low in his throat. I whispered his name. He didn't move. I swallowed hard and turned my head toward the hallway. My brain filled it in. She was standing there. Far away. Still. Just outside the bathroom door. Her posture hunched, one shoulder higher than the other, her mouth open again, not in surprise, in hunger. I closed my eyes and didn't open them again until sunrise. I started sleeping with the bedroom door locked, a chair against it. Lights on? It didn't help. She kept coming back. One night, my brain put her on top of the closet, not standing. Perched, her limbs bent at impossible angles, one arm hanging down over the door like it might knock if I moved. The neurologist told me I needed more rest, less stress, to ignore her. It's just visual noise, he said. It's meaningless. Claire, my sister, let me stay at her place for a few nights. She said I needed a break. It didn't help. I told her I was fine, but I didn't tell her I saw the woman standing outside her bedroom window. Her head bent backward, mouth grinning, arms spread wide like she was waiting for something. I stopped eating. I stopped showering. I stopped pretending. Then 3 nights ago, something changed. I woke up shaking, heart pounding, breath caught in my throat. My pillow felt wet. I touched it. It wasn't sweat, it was blood. Just a smear, but enough to make me panic. I sat up in bed, legs tangled in the sheets, and ran my hands across the mattress. That's when I felt it. A footprint. Bare, cold, damp. I traced the heel, the arch, the toes, then another, then 2 more. A trail of wet, human footprints, pressed into the sheets and leading right to the spot where my head had been. I don't remember getting out of bed. I just remember curling up on the floor and shaking so hard I thought my ribs might crack. The next morning, I touched every inch of the mattress again. Nothing. Clean. Dry. I told myself it was part of the condition. Some deep part of me had imagined the whole thing, that I must have sleepwalked or spilled something, that the blood was a nosebleed. I needed to believe it. Tonight I decided to take back control. I did everything by the book. Ate dinner, took my meds, brushed my teeth. I climbed into bed and pulled the covers up. I lay still for a while, trying to breathe evenly, trying to stay calm. Then I shifted slightly, reaching toward the edge of the mattress, more out of habit than need. And I knew. I could feel her. She was there again. My mind painted her at the foot of the bed, knees bent in that crouch, fingers twitching on the blanket, shoulders trembling like she was holding back laughter. Her face pointed straight at mine, my muscles locked, my skin turned cold, but I'd had enough. "You're not real," I whispered. "You're just a sketch in my brain. You're nothing." I rolled to my side, pulled the covers tighter, and let the darkness settle in. Silence. Stillness. Then a voice. "Oh, but I am."